Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Abel Ramos, A&A Realty, and I just wanted to take a minute to just reach out to you. It's been quite some time since we've been able to connect, and quite some time since you've last opted into our seller ad online, requesting more information about selling your home. I thought I'd take a minute to create this video really quick for you, just summarizing the first quarter sales data for Bakersfield, and it's going to have some very strong and promising results for you as a home seller if you're thinking about selling your home this summer or spring season. So let's just kind of dive right into this. You can see it's a quick presentation I put together for you. We'll just cover briefly the supply and demand. I created this little chart here using the Gary Crabtree report, which is something that I subscribe to monthly and review and read every month in order to analyze data and prepare myself to be able to provide you sellers with the facts about the current market and exactly what's going on, and which also helps me price your property and determine how I'm going to get you top dollar in today's market. So let's just dive right into this. The Bakersfield housing supply versus demand versus closed. We're looking at January, February, March. You can see here that our supply is relatively stable at about 1,100 houses a month. We roughly sell about, I would say, 400 to 500. You can see here in March, we closed about 519 sales. Same thing, pending for March was 509. Of course, January and February, we start off very slow off the winter season, so we don't have as much activity taking place, but still recording anywhere between 300 to 400 pending and closed sales during the slowest markets of the year. So that's definitely a strong sign for us as a seller, looking at a very stable market. We have unsold inventory at about 2 months. So what I'm starting to see here from a supply and demand standpoint is, of course, we have 1,200 or so houses listed and about 500 selling every month. But really what's moving very quickly is the affordable homes. In my opinion, anything under $300,000 is moving in record time. Even that 300 and up price range is moving as well, but the hottest price range right now is 300 and under. So if you're thinking about selling your home and you think your house could be worth about 200 or 300, you can definitely expect yourself to be in a multiple offer situation. Multiple buyers competing for your home, which in return is going to ensure that you get the most aggressive offer you can get on your house, and not have to pay closing costs or not have to get nickel and dime by the buyer, et cetera. So definitely looking to be a seller's market, and I think it's going to stay that way throughout the rest of this year for sure. The only outside, I shouldn't even say outside, the only other factor here that we have to take into consideration is, of course, with a hot market like the one we're in, we're going to see prices continue to increase, which our annual appreciation rate should be somewhere between 4 and 5%. I believe Gary Crabtree's forecasting about 5% for the year of 2018. So prices are going to continue to stabilize and increase very, very gradually, slowly, nothing too crazy, but definitely still increasing. So if you're thinking about selling, it's a really good time. A lot of people ask me, do I think it's going to go a lot higher? I mean, knowing that our appreciation rates right now ranging around 4 to 5, that's not that high. So I don't think it's going to skyrocket anytime soon or continue to drastically increase like it did in 2013. We're just going to continue on this gradual path of stable appreciation, which is good for you as a seller and when you're thinking about selling your home. So for April, the numbers look about the same. I believe we had about 500 sold sales in April, and it looks like we have about 571 pending sales, showing you again that that increase in demand is starting to hit the market now that we're in that spring summer season. Our average sales price right now is also around $238,000. So again, that's the sweet spot, the best price range to be in. That 230, 250. I mean, that's a really, really, really hot price range. But right now, anything under $300,000 is moving really good. So, well, let's look at the closed sales. You can see here, again, $235,000 was our average sales price for last month. I'm sorry, for April. No, sorry, March. April actually increased slightly to $238,000. So again, showing you that appreciation that's starting to take place here in the market. You can see we've come up quite a bit since 2016. Nothing crazy. Our average sales price for March in 2016 was around 220. We're at 235 for March in 2018, now 238 for April. So Again, no drastic increases in price, but still positive appreciation that's taking place at a very gradual and stable rate, which is a very healthy real estate market. So, again, if you're thinking about selling, there's never been a better time. In my opinion, right now is the best time to make a move if you're thinking about doing it. We're on that peak season where you're going to have multiple offers. Competition is on the rise. So, again, you could expect to get aggressive offers, which is going to ensure that you, the seller, get top dollar for your home and net the most amount of money that we could possibly net you. And that's something that I think we'll be able to do for you for sure, is create that competition on your home and get you the highest amount of money, the highest offer we can get you for your house with the least amount of expenses. The only outside factor, I think I touched on this earlier, but I didn't really dive into it because I feel like I'm repeating that same thing, is the interest rate. The interest rate's continuing to increase. We're at about a 4.5% average for March. Last month, April, it increased slightly. Actually, it didn't increase. It stayed about the same, about 4.47, 4.5. So the only thing I can see, in my professional opinion, is if prices continue to climb, which we know they are, and interest rate continues to increase, it's going to start stressing out that higher end market. I think anything over that 350, $400,000 price range is really going to start to struggle, just because those payments, in my opinion, again, are going to get too expensive. A lot of people are probably going to sit on the sidelines in that price at that price point. But right now, anything under $300,000 is going to be moving very quickly, a very healthy market. So again, prices are very stable. Our average appreciation rates around 5%. Our housing affordability factor is around 52%, basically meaning about half the people that live here in Bakersfield are able to still afford to buy a home. And Bakersfield is one of the most affordable actually, it's the most affordable market in all of California. As California starts to become more expensive and increase in prices all around, Bakersfield is going to start looking more appealing, I think, to a lot of other people that are going to have to be forced to move out of those other cities in order to pursue home ownership, and that affordable home ownership, I should say. So, again, my advice, if you're thinking about selling, there's never been a better time. Interest rates are still low. A lot of people are freaking out that it's 4.5%, 5%. But I mean, when I first started selling houses, I think they're at like 7%. 8%, I think, when I started. So still extremely low. You know, it's a great time. There's never been a better time to be a seller in this market. So if you're thinking about selling, now's the time. I encourage you to reach out to me if you have any questions or if you'd like some more information about the selling process or what your home's currently worth. I'd be more than happy to set up a free, no obligation consultation or home seller strategy session, as I like to call it, provide you with all the information you need in order to prepare yourself for a successful home selling journey. Again, at no obligations, no expectations. But that being said, the market is extremely busy. We are extremely busy. So, I'm only going to be able to fit a few clients in here pretty soon for this free offer. But definitely, if you are interested, please reach out to us. I'd be more than happy to help you. If you have any questions, you could also email me or text me. If you'd like to book that seller strategy, then please use the booking link below in the email. All right. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this. Again, I'm Abel Ramos, A&A Realty. I look forward to speaking with you and connecting with you. And I hope you guys have a good one. Take it easy. Thank you. Bye-bye.